What is going on, my fellow Fairy Teru Madoshis? Now, in the latest chapter, there's one thing and one thing only that I want to talk about as of now. Sure, there are other things in the chapters that have piqued my interest, like how the fuck are they still going to activate Face when Wendy obviously destroyed the thing, but I want to talk about Lucy and her development. Now, everyone is just fangirling over Lucy, opening 3 gates at one time, but almost everyone and obviously a lot of other reviewers have forgotten that she has done this before. She has opened up every single gate that she owned at the time. I believe it was around episode 32 or 33 when Lucy was trying to convince the Celestial Spirit King to let Loki back into the Celestial Spirit world. Now, she opened up all the gates that she had at that time. Even though it was for about 10 or 15 seconds, she was still able to do that. And this was before the second origin thing, so I'm not surprised, or I'm not as surprised as a lot of people are, that she can do this, that she can open up 3 gates after the second origin, because it's about damn time, in my opinion. Not saying that, I'm not proud of her, because she is stepping it up. This is a big step, but I think that she should have already been able to do this, because let's get real, she did open up all of her gates at the time at once, and she did collapse, she did fall over, but she still had enough energy to talk shit to the king and laugh and stuff like that. But now she only summoned 3, and she obviously passed out or went unconscious at the end of the latest chapter. So I'm like, how is it that she has more magic now than she had then, but she's collapsing over 3 summoning? She did summon Sagittarius earlier, so I guess you could say 4. She is collapsing over 4 gates when she opened up every single one that she had before. Now, granted, like I said, the one with the Loki situation, it was like, I believe, 10 or 15 seconds, whereas now she is trying to keep the gates open, so that does have to be a bigger stress and strain on her body and her magic. But I would think that if she can at least open up all the gates before the second origin, she should at least be able to open up 3 gates or 3 or 4 gates and stay conscious, and maybe it would put a humongous strain on her. But I don't think that should be enough to just knock her out, because she's done more than this before. But people are just fangirling over this chapter and saying she's going in. I mean, don't get me wrong, she is. But I believe that she should have been able to do this a while ago. Like maybe right after the second origin, maybe in the fight with Flare or something. But I will not fangirl over Lucy until she can use Uranometria by herself without summoning Gemini with her own magic. Until she can make those stars rain from the heavens like she did against Angel by herself, I'm not going to fangirl over Lucy, because right now, in my opinion, since she could open up all the gates, even if it was just for a short amount of time, if she could open up all the gates that she had at that time, I do believe that she should be able to open up 3 or 4 now and still stay conscious. But this is a step in the right direction for Lucy's character. She's showing us that she's not so weak, and she is up against demons of all things who don't specialize in magic but curses, so that's like a whole nother level. So I am proud of my girl Lucy, but I mean, I'm not feeling the fangirl and the hype that everyone else is feeling about the chapter, because she has done something more impressive, in my opinion, before. Like opening up all of the gates without even having the keys in her hand. Like, just straight up, her magic is what unlocked the gates, and all of them just came out looking like badasses. Granted, there was no fighting going on, and the gates weren't held open for that long. That still takes an astounding amount of magic, so this kind of pales in comparison to that. Although now, Loki, Virgo, and now Aquarius are about to go in. They're actually going to fight, which means Lucy has to use her magic to force the gates to stay open. That is very impressive as well. But I don't know, it doesn't seem as much of a big deal as a lot of people are making it to be. Personally, like I said, when she does Uranometria by herself without Gemini, then I will fangirl the fuck over Lucy. I will be all for Team Lucy Heartfilia, but until then, she is developing slowly but surely. I'm not trying to be hard on Lucy, and I am one of the few fairy tale fans that actually like her, because for some reason, I see a lot of Lucy hate. But in my opinion, if she can open up all the gates before the second origin thing happened, I believe that after the second origin and after much more practice and experience in actual fights, she should be able to open up or hold 3 gates open at one time without, you know, falling apart and collapsing or whatnot. That's just my opinion. But if you have not witnessed that scene in a while, I urge you to go back and see how epic it was. She literally used her magic to force open all of the gates she currently had, and she tried to force open Loki's gate at the time, and I mean, that just seemed more epic. That just seemed like Lucy went in more than in this chapter. I'm not saying she didn't, but I liked that scene better than this scene. But regardless whether I think she should have been able to do this or not, she is obviously improving slowly but surely, like I said, but she will get there, and hopefully sometime soon we will see another Uranometria from this chick. But anyway, tell me what you guys think about Lucy's character. Do you think she should have been able to do this like a while ago, or do you think, you know, no, JB, you're just being too hard on her? Tell me what you think. But anyway, this has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.